So a few days ago, Robert Long shot 8 people. 6 of them were Asian women, and he was on his way to kill more people in the state of from Atlanta. He was on his way to Florida to kill more people. Somehow the cops managed to track him, which is good, and arrested him before he could go on and kill more people, which is what he was going to do. He wasn't going home. He wasn't going to bed. He wasn't, going to visit his grandmother. He's going to kill more people. Thank you to law enforcement for catching him before he was able to do that. Now, don't know the situation of how they arrested him or how he got taken in without incident, peacefully, from what I hear. But not only did they take him peacefully, these arresting officers wanted to know how he was feeling and how his day was going and what's going on. And I'm not a detective, but I'm not a psychologist. But I don't think if I just killed 8 people and someone asked me a question about how am I doing or why did I just kill 8 people, is there a right answer to that question? Is there a wrong answer to that question? I don't know, but the police seem to think there was a right answer to the question because Captain Jay Baker went at a press conference where everyone was like concerned. Oh, Captain, like, what does this mean for Asian community? What does this mean for that? Should we be scared? Will there be more attacks? What's going on? And the captain is literally, and I'm not even making this up, this is like some 2020 BS. The captain said, y'all calm down now, calm down. It wasn't racially motivated. We spoke to the suspect, and the poor fellow was having a bad day. He was at the end of his rope. He needed to blow off some steam, and he was having a bad day, and he did this. So y'all need to calm down. The suspect also said he wasn't racially motivated. He's just addicted to porn and sex, and that's why he did it. It's not racially motivated. Honestly, really, when did cops become psychotherapists? Right? I mean, I've seen criminals get arrested lots of times on TV, on the news, and most of the times, if it's a black person getting arrested, I don't think I've ever seen the cop asking the guy, how are you doing today? Like, are you okay? Like, why would you kill that person? Why would you mug that lady? I've never seen that happen, but apparently that's what these policemen do down there when they arrest people caught red-handed admitting to killing 8 people. He didn't rob candy at a liquor store or rob a cash register at a candy store. He didn't do something, it wasn't a mild offense. He wasn't even passing by a contract. It wasn't like a counterfeit $20 bill he was trying to buy something with, right? He killed 8 people, but we want to know how his day's going? Like, seriously, that's just absurd. That's more absurd, right? I get that Robert Long is a criminal, a white supremacist, a Trump supporter, whatever he is, and his very picture, if he showed me his picture, right, in a lineup of white guys, and he said, oh, Olaf, which one of these guys do you think is a white supremacist? That probably is going to kill a bunch of people that's not white. Be like, hey, it's Robert Long. That one right there. That picture screams to me white supremacist about to kill people, right? His very photos, if you guys want to be biased, right? Because black men, we fit the description of all types of criminals all the time, right? I can't leave my house and drive past a police station right now, right? Without fitting the description of someone that just stole a blue BMW that I'm driving, or someone that just left the crime scene in a car that looked like my car and looked like me, right? So if you want to be biased with black people and minorities, let's be biased with white people that commit crimes, right? Yes, he looks like a white supremacist. Yes, he looks like he would have killed a group of Asian women or black people in a church or somewhere else, right? He looks like that. That's what those people look like, right? Crazy white dude with a mullet buzz cut, and he's wearing a bulletproof vest or some sort of like military apparel. I'm not sure if the cops put that on him, but he's dressed like that. Yeah, he fits the description. It's just more absurd, right? I expect criminals to be criminals, right? And that's the thing with incidents where the police get criticized, right? I know the police don't like to be criticized. I know the police union, I'm going to do a whole video on police unions, don't like when you criticize officers. I know Blue Lives Matter people who are very quiet these days. Haven't heard any Blue Lives Matter people say anything since January 6th, right? Usually say, oh, why are you guys criticizing the police? We need the police. We need this. We need that, right? When police do stupid stuff or say stupid stuff, right, we hold them to higher regards than criminals, right? If Jim Baker robbed a liquor store and he gets arrested and he shoots a cop and he shoots a bystander and he drives his car into a crowd of people and kills people, right? He gets arrested. He's a criminal, right? Whatever he does or did, low standards, low regards, put him in jail, put him under the jail, whatever, right? That's him. When Officer J. Baker comes out and says, we spoke to the suspect and he told us what happened and we believed him and that's what you guys should believe, we don't hold you in a low regard. We hold you standards, right? You're the captain of a police force. You've most likely been in the job 20 plus years, arresting criminals, interacting with criminals, dealing with criminals. And that's what you have to say after this guy kills 8 people? That we asked him why he did it. He had a bad day. He's addicted to porn. It's not race related. Don't worry about it. Asian people are safe. Don't worry about that. Y'all calm down. It's not like he's having a bad day, blowing off steam, end of his road. That's what you have to say after investigating this? I don't know. You might as well put the guy on a therapy couch and have him say his feelings, right? Meanwhile, if I'm stopped in my car and my car matches the description of a car, or I match a description of every black guy that committed crimes in the history of crimes, and we always do. Black men, you know what I'm talking about. We always match a description, right? And I reach for my wallet the wrong way, or I'm trying to get my driver's license out of my pocket or something, and I reach and the cop, he feels a type of way. I get judged, convicted, and executed on the spot of a crime I didn't commit, but he assumed I committed a crime, right? So black people get judged, convicted, and executed of crimes people think we committed. Mostly white people that are concerned citizens that are calling police. There's a black guy in his kitchen. There's a black guy in his kitchen. He's talking to a camera. I think there's a crime. Send everyone, SWAT, Army, military, Navy. And they come in, I'm surprised, and they're surprised that I'm surprised, and I'm like, what is this? And I get judged, convicted, and executed on the spot. But meanwhile, Robert Long, on his way to kill people, we need to know what his mental condition is. The hell do you think his mental condition is? If I just shot 8 people, and I'm on my way to kill more people, not nearby, not next door, but I'm driving in my car, putting gas in my car, going to kill more people, what the hell do you think my mental state is going to be? If I'm black, oh yeah, he's a criminal. Shoot him down. Blow his car up. Get him, get him, get him. If I'm a white guy, how you feeling, Mr. Johnson? What's going on in your mental psyche? What's up with you? Why would you shoot 8 people? Tell us, please. We want to know. Oh, you're having a bad day? Oh, you're addicted to porn? You're addicted to sex? Oh, your girlfriend broke up with you? We'll explain to the disturbed public, the concerned citizens of that community, that they don't need to worry because you just had a bad day. You killed 8 people and you're on your way to kill more. All right, we'll just, get you some Burger King and put you down to lay down and get yourself some rest, okay? Maybe your day will feel better tomorrow, right? What the hell is that, man? Come on, America, wake up. And I know some Trump supporters are going to come on my channel, or some right-wing nut is going to come down here in the comments and say I'm wrong. Black people get treated like that too when we get arrested. Well, I like to see the YouTube videos of that. I like to see the YouTube videos of that. And honestly, as a black man, I've been pulled over by the cops before. More recently, actually. First time ever speeding in New York, I got pulled over. And the cop was really nice to me. He explained to me. I've never been pulled over before, so he saw my record was clean and he explained to me what to do, whatever, right? It went down. It was maybe more than 20 minute, not if that much, like 10, 20 minute, 10, 50 minute traffic stop. I was able to go home. I didn't feel scared in any instant of my life. The cop was very, very nice to me. And funny enough, when I got pulled over, a blue BMW, my car matched the description. And I'm not even kidding you. Whilst he's talking to me, someone on this little speaker thing is wagering, is a blue BMW, and it's like, I think the plates or something. He goes, yeah, there's a blue BMW that just left the scene of something, or involved in something. And then the cop, is on a radio, and he looks at the thing, and he says, yeah, not this one. and it just sends me on my way. Right? So I was literally in a car that matched the description of another blue BMW, and it's always a blue BMW or a BMW that's leaving a crime scene or just got stolen or involved in something, you know. So, and they feel scared, right? So if anyone's gonna be on here to say the cops do treat black people fairly, it should be me. I've never been, in all my encounters with law enforcement, which is maybe like 3 or 4 in my entire life. It's usually driving, like traffic stuff and even pedestrian stuff. It's always been pleasant. I've never felt scared for my life or mistreated or whatever. But I've seen enough stuff, right, to know to know reality, right? To know that if I'm in a different economic situation or I'm living in the projects, I don't live in this nice neighborhood. I live in maybe a nicer neighborhood where I'm the only black person, you know, that's leaving and going in and out of that neighborhood. I could be treated differently by the cops like that, right? If I'm in the hood, I'm in the projects, I fit the description of a drug dealer coming out my apartment or whatever, and the cops knock on the wrong door or serving a warrant and they come to the wrong door, I could be shot like that in an instant. I know that's a fact, right? It's not happened to me, right? And that's the part of being mentally intelligent or emotionally intelligent or empathetic, because you could understand outside your scope, right? My scope of my day. I know there's other black guys like me elsewhere who aren't experiencing the same thing I'm experiencing, right? And I know that. You don't have to show me YouTube videos. There's tons of YouTube videos on YouTube that I could list them right here to show you guys that happens every day, maybe every minute of the day. But we only react to the things we see when it gets recorded. And sometimes those recordings, like George Floyd, Castillo, is so absurd that we have to protest and react to that, right? So it's just absurd. It's just sad. And I think my heart goes out to the Asian community and those families. Good friends of mine are Asian. Family members of mine are Asian. And it's sad that it's come to this. A year of hearing Trump call the coronavirus Kung Flu and China virus, and it's their fault and it's not my fault. This is a result of that, right? Consequences, right? For everything there's consequences. And we're living through the consequences of hearing that shit for a year. And you might not believe it. You might think, oh, it's just a surge in crime or whatever. But there's definitely something that has to be done for this, right? And whilst a lot of these channels, like mine's included, on both the left and the right, we complain a lot about problems. The difference between a lot of what I see in the left is that we also talk about solutions going forward, right? For 4 years, it's like we need to get Trump out of office as a solution to a lot of our problems. For coronavirus, if Trump wasn't in office, I don't think it would have been an issue. We would never have come to 500,000 deaths. I know that. So it's also important, and I think I'm not Asian. I don't feel threatened in the way an Asian person would feel, but I'm here to put my stake in it because I want a solution. I want this to go away. I don't want my friends and family members who are Asian to feel scared. The same way I would want my white friends and my Asian friends to feel like, oh, I shouldn't have to worry about every time a cop pulls them over for a broken taillight that he's gonna die. Right? And it's looking out for each other. Right? Whether we're Americans, immigrants, we're all human beings. And we have to look out for each other, right, guys? See you guys in the next one. Subscribe to Black Moon TV, and more videos coming up.